चलो मैं पूरे स्वासी मैं मुझे पता सब कुछ
Okay.
आ जाओ आ जाओ
First visit to Mayapur and the famous ISKCON Temple in Mayapur. Our journey started in Navadwip, located on the opposite side of the Ganges River. My fiancée and I brought along one of her younger cousins to join us. West Bengal in particular is an extremely lush and green area of India, and it happened to be downpouring rain on the day we decided to go. Now Navadwip is important in Vaishnavism because it is where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born. He is considered an incarnation of Krishna. So we first had to take a rickshaw from my fiance's home in Navadwip to the loading dock, which allows you to cross the Ganges River into Mayapur. When we reached the loading dock, we purchased our tickets and hopped onto the diesel boat. The rain became really heavy. The Ganges was absolutely huge, and in the far distance you could see ISKCON's massive temple in Mayapur. It took about 10 minutes to finally reach the opposing dock in Mayapur. Which is where we had to take another rickshaw to get to ISKCON's compound in Mayapur. Now this ISKCON compound is basically a city of its own. When we arrived, we entered the main gate with no issues and immediately could hear kirtans playing. You can see the construction of the new temple taking place, but it is taking longer than expected due to the pandemic. I spoke to locals who said it would be finished in 2 years or so. We followed the path towards the main kirtan happening outside, and found many full-time foreign residents singing and dancing, which we were definitely expecting since this is basically ISKCON's headquarters. They have their own security and police force, they have multiple ashrams for devotees to reside in, they have restaurants, shops. Basically, you could live in this compound and never have to leave.
Oh my God. अच्छा तुम्हारे था देखिए अच्छा.
I am not a fan of elephants being domesticated for reasons of tourism or human use, but they were absolutely beautiful to see. We found the temple where you can view the worship ceremonies and deities, but sadly they were very strict regarding taking videos and photos. So we went inside, but we were unable to film. I had never seen such massive deities in all of my time in India. They were absolutely gorgeous. You can find pictures online, I'm sure.
That's a beautiful photo.
So after taking a small amount of time in the temple, we walked around the massive compound checking out all the beautiful scenery. I would basically consider this compound Hare Krishna city.
अच्छा है बहुत सुंदर है मैं ভালো আছি हूँ
না আমি ভালো আছি
sorry আমি ভালো আছি
good
very good आराम से बहुत स्लिपी यहाँ पे.
So we decided to check out the Goshala, which is basically a care facility for cows, which, as you probably know already, are extremely sacred here in India. It took us forever to find the Goshala, and the ground was so wet and slippery. After walking for what seemed like 30 minutes, we finally reached the Goshala, or cow sanctuary.
अच्छा
The Goshala was beautiful, and the cows were well adjusted to humans, so they were extremely sweet and friendly.
मैंने इसको बुलाया और वो आ गया मेरे पास
अच्छा hey sweetheart
बोल रहे कि हम दोनों को मंदिर के अंदर अलाउ नहीं करेंगे पैर की वजह से
नहीं
After checking out the Goshala, we headed back to the main temple where they were having their evening arti ceremony. Again, I wasn't allowed to take video of this ceremony, but it was extremely interesting to view. We walked around the compound a bit more, looking at the shops, which were sadly looking negatively affected by the pandemic.
हाँ थोड़ा से
It was getting dark, so we decided it was time to head back home across the river to Navadwip.
हाँ ना